The sun will rise and set, but it will rise in calamity and it will set in destruction. Things won't be the same anymore. During the Great Tribulation, believers and unbelievers alike will be amongst the judgments of God. But he will help those whom turn to him during that time. But it's not going to be like today, is what I'm saying. And I guarantee you that everybody who is left behind for that time is going to be very disappointed, very troubled, that they'll have a lot of anguish and they'll wish that they had been looking for the Lord, because they're missing out on Jesus and something that Jesus is doing is a very big shame. It's a very big thing to miss out on. And Jesus warned ahead of time to be ready for his return, to be watching and looking up, to be transformed into beings of light. And you can choose if you want to stay down here and not being a being of light, but being in the flesh still, because you think you need to be tested more, or you think that you need to die for Christ or something like that. But the thing is, we live in a different time during that time. It's not quite like now, where people do die for Christ. That time is a time of Satan. And Jesus didn't will or want people to be a part of the time of Satan, when Satan takes over the world, and God gives Satan the world for a period of time before he locks him away for 1,000 years. And if you want to disobey God and not accept his invitation, that's your call. But the thing is, if you want to be one of the beings of light that Jesus Christ transforms on that day, then come to the Lord and pray to be worthy to go with him when he soon returns. Be watching. Don't just say it's not going to happen. And just, have your mind focused on the mark of the beast, or the Great Tribulation, or the Antichrist, or all these dark things that are coming. If you keep your mind on these things of Satan, then you won't have a mind of light. Those things of Satan will crowd out your light, and you'll have despair and trouble when that time comes. You're warned ahead of time. I was shown these things throughout my faith. The Lord called me for being ready for him 12 years ago. He showed me these things to focus on him, turn away from my sins, be watching and waiting and looking up, and be a bride of Christ and be part of his soon return, of his wedding feast in the kingdom, and to be a servant of his in the kingdom, in the new dispensation of time. And so he's given me this message to sincerely invite you and warn you about what happens if you're not watching and you're not waiting on him. Do you want to miss out? Do you want to be a part of the time of Satan instead? It's not glamorous. You will save your soul if you stay faithful to Jesus, that is true, but you also miss out on a lot of good things that you could have had. What could have been will never be again. The invitation is yours, and what you do with it is your own decision. It's not a salvational issue. There are lots of serious followers of Jesus who want to go to be with Jesus and want to be faithful and are looking for his return. And he has shown them to be looking. But there's also lots of serious believers who don't believe, don't know, and aren't open to accepting any such invitations. thing is, we're still going to be saved. If our faith is in Jesus, whether we die in the tribulation or we're found ready when Jesus comes. So we must understand that salvation comes through faith in Jesus. And if you find yourself left behind in the coming great tribulation, you keep the faith. Because faith is what saves. Jesus will save you, even if you die, for his name, but providing you persevere and don't take the mark of the beast. But Jesus wants to save you a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache, a lot of darkness, a lot of despair. He wants to save you from being a part of the time of Satan. He doesn't want you to go through that. That's why he has given this invitation. That's why he sent people like me into this platform to warn you to listen, to be ready, that it's real. And not only me, but a few others who are faithful have also been shown these things. There's plenty of people who don't believe and they muddy the waters, it's all right. But there's a lot of people who have been shown, myself included. The Lord is coming. And he's not coming in wrath. He's only coming in wrath for the world. But he's coming in love, and he's coming in peace, and he's coming in hope and glory for those who are faithful servants. And he's coming to sit them down at his table, and like he said, serve them himself. Because the time that is coming is a blessed time for those who are watching. He's only coming in wrath and trouble and fire for those who aren't ready, or those who are unbelievers, who love their sins. For them, he's coming to cleanse the world of sin. That'll be a hard, bad time for many because of the troubles that will come. And I warn you with all sincerity and all severity, you don't want to be a part of the time of Satan, I assure you. You don't want to be a part of the time of Satan. You don't want to be a part of that. So don't be a part of it, my friend. Don't come under that kind of testing. What if you failed? Just realize that the Lord is coming. Prepare yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Prepare yourself for him.